the bottom. Ain't no problems, we gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but we making plays. Hey, look, don't worry, we gon' be okay. Hey, look, why? Cause we gon' make them pay.
What's going down, gamblers? It's the coach from Brothas N Bets, and I'm joined by the man, the myth, the legend himself, Mr. Marley Bets. Marley, what's going down with you?
What is the goddamn deal? Sweet Steen time, baby. And we hit that road tomorrow. You know, Palooza. All that shit.
Correct. He is referring to the second annual Palooza. We're gonna go down there, show face, see some of the boys, and try to make some money while we on this trip. But while we also in the mix, Marley, can you give us an update on the games? Because we are providing live betting on both Kansas State and Michigan State right now. What you see?
K-State is up 43-38 with 0.1 second left. As we say in the group chat, first half K-State sealed.
The first half K-State sealed. Give me 1 sec, Marley. Talk to the people. Let me put the game on my way so I can join with y'all. But my official play for that game, and I think Marley's too, we were both on K-State money line.
Yep. K-State money line. I actually meant to take K-State first. Well, I personally took K-State first half, but I meant to actually give that out along with K-State full game money line. But you know, it is what it is. I only gave K-State money line full game with the plus money. So still looking good though. I like that. I think K-State is the better team. I think excuse me. I think they played in the tougher conference right now, and all I heard from all the experts online on ESPN was Tom Izzo. Shit about Tom Izzo. I heard nothing about the team, Michigan State themselves. I heard a little bit about Walker, but for the most part, it was just all about what Tom Izzo does, and Tom Izzo in the month of March, and Tom Izzo this. But nobody was talking about Michigan State. You know why? Because they weren't good during the season. That's why. They weren't good. They weren't good during the Big Ten championship. At the end of the season, they weren't good. So, you know, I thought K-State was the better team. I thought they had the best player on the court. And I think his Batman is better. His Robin is better than Walker's Robin. So, yeah, they probably got a head coaching advantage, but yeah, I think K-State was the better team. So, and we were getting them at a good price with plus money because the only reason I think people was on Michigan State is because of Tom Izzo.
Right. Yeah, I was talking that Tom Izzo shit earlier to you today. You know, I was talking like, man, you know, the situation, if you want to go to this school, if you go to this school, then this is who you're going to, you know. And all
well, you were talking about talent, though, as a player. What school do you want to go to? That was your point, that you felt like Michigan State had more talent. But what I was saying was, the only thing I was hearing from our expert was about how good Tom Izzo was, not how much more talent he has. Just Izzo this, Izzo that, what Izzo's done. But nobody was talking about what Michigan State this year has done. And the reason is because they ain't done shit. Or at least that was, you know, that's my opinion. Izzo is a good coach. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying shit. This team is not as good as those previous teams. And I think I read a stat that was
and
like,
we got another game that's going on.
Hasn't been to the Final Four or won the Final Four since like Michigan State in like 2010 or something. Like maybe that year Draymond then won. I think that's like the last team. So, you know, Big Ten basketball is just not. They play in the past. They're not playing 2023 basketball. Anyway,
well, so right at halftime right now, we got Kansas State 43 and Michigan State at 38. Let's kind of take a look at see what the second half lines are. According to the live wager right now, they still got Michigan. They still got Arkansas. Not Arkansas. I'm sorry. Kansas a minus 2.5 favorite. Let's see. They got the second half.
They got Kansas State plus one right second half.
Is there a money line on it?
Plus 115.
Plus 115. So they are up right now by 5.
That's tempting.
It's very tempting. Very, very tempting. And I need
unless you think Michigan State gonna make it a game.
Well, they can, but I just think the little kid in them are just playing good basketball right now.
Noel is out there balling right now.
Right, the little kid.
Nah, I ain't I'm not gonna disrespect that man like that. Yeah, that's exactly why I'm not gonna. That's exactly why I'm not gonna disrespect that man like that. Popped my ass last week.
Yeah, no, I'm just repeating what Calipar said. The little kid, when he said that, I was like, "Whoa, bro, you gonna call that man a little kid? This is a grown ass man, a transfer at that, and you gonna call him
out there balling though,
and bust your ass? You should know the motherfucking name. At least be like number whatever number he is. So update right now, we got UConn 15 and Arkansas 12. I do think Arkansas is going to go on a run because I do have wager on them right now for the first half. I do think they are going to.
I think UConn. We was talking about this game earlier. And I still feel the same way I feel about Arkansas, but UConn is good.
UConn is good. They are good. But man, let's kind of jump right into the things, man. We got two more matchups going on tonight. We got FAU sitting at 33-3, and the Tennessee Volunteers sitting at 25-10. This line did open up in favor of Tennessee -4. Right now, that line has got it at -4.5. Get to some of these actual factions real quick for the peoples. Florida Atlantic 6-3 against the spread in the last 9 games, 9-0 straight up in the last 9 games, 2-13 straight up in the last 15 games against an SEC opponent, 7-0 straight up in the last 7 games played in the month of March, and 4-1 against the spread in the last 5 games playing as an underdog. They are right now America's most hated team just because of the kid tried to dunk the ball at the end of the game. Stupid, I know, but you know how people are. YT. The actual factions right now for Tennessee, the total's gone under 4 out of the last 6 games. They are 5-2 straight up in the last 7 games, 1-4 against the spread in the last 5 games, 9-3 straight up in the last 12 games played in the month of March, 5-1 straight up in the last 6 games on a Thursday. There aren't any injury reports from Florida Atlantic, and Jefferson and Ziegler, they are out for the season. So Tennessee is in the Sweet 16 without their point guard, the quarterback of the team. Last time we seen FAU, they beat Fairdale Dickinson 78-70, and last time we seen Tennessee, they smacked Duke 65-52. So, with all that being said, while UConn is up 20-13, Marley, what's your play?
So, boys that watch us, or at least that follow my Twitter, I've been on FAU for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Big point spreads, or when I say big, I think I said this last time I took them. When I say big, I -8, -7, -9. I don't think I took them double digits too many times. I'm gonna stay on that bandwagon, man. I'm gonna take FAU plus the points. And initially, Coach, I was on Tennessee until I don't know if you remember. I think they played Kentucky, and you talked me off of them. They ended up losing since then, and then ever since then, I've been like really. I can't remember what you said, but it made sense, and I just stopped fucking with them. And they've been up and down since then. I don't personally don't think this is that good of a basketball team. I know Santiago, he can shoot the motherfucking ball. He's almost shooting 40% from 3 at 37.1, making 3 a game, 12 assists, 12 points, 3 assists, but I like FAU plus the points. I like the 2 guards, Joel Davis and Elijah Martins. I believe they both averaged 13.9 points. One of them averaged 5 rebounds. I'm gonna take FAU plus the points. I don't know if they sneak away with one, but I think it's tight. I think it's covered. They could win this game. I think you muted.
I'm muted. So Marley likes FAU. Where's your phone? Marley likes FAU with the points. Where you about to go? Okay, don't turn the TV. Why you gonna turn the TV, man? I'm about to turn the TV while I'm trying to watch the game, man. I've been on the first shift, joining y'all live, and I'm on this cheap 30-minute break. Hey, man, get your money, Jalen. Hey, man, hey, by all means, get your money, my boy.
You can go back and watch this, baby. We live. You can always go back. Damn, sure don't miss no bread.
Yeah. I'm gonna take Tennessee on the first half money line for this one, dog.
I feel you.
Because I think some crazy stuff might go down later on in this game, man, and I'm scared of this FAU team. So I'm just going to take them on the money line, man, and keep this thing going. Hey, we appreciate everybody tuning in, man. And, yeah. Be sure to hit the like, subscribe, and comment And we are here right now. The score, turn the TV, boy. I'm trying to get the people to update, and my son don't turn the TV, so I can't see. Right now, we got UConn. They are up 23-17, and then at halftime, we got Kansas State 43-38. So we appreciate everybody tuning in. Marley, he likes FAU with the points. So, hey, let's get on to our next game. And this is probably the game of today's first set of games. And we're talking about Gonzaga versus UCLA, two teams that I typically have rolled with.
Do you want to start that off after you read the actual match? I think it's only right.
I can, and I will, because I'm the Batman. Yeah. I could jump on that real quick. Let me get to my notes because I'm trying to multitask, man. I'm trying to get my money right real quick. I got Junior right here. Let's see. 250. Trying to send his pops. Yeah, we're trying to do some transfers and stuff. And they playing games on me. All right, Junior, here you go, son. They playing games with your dad right now, so we'll try to figure that out when we finish. Hold on, peoples. Give me 1 second. 7:35:30. Trying to send my bread in because I missed the first tail of the game, and I'm not feeling that. I am upset right now. So let's see. UCLA, Gonzaga. This line did open up in favor of UCLA -1. Right now it's at an even. Now it's gone right back down to UCLA -1. Gonzaga Bulldogs 30-5 on the year, while UCLA Bruins are 31-5 on the year. This line did, well, I already explained that. Get to some of these actual factors for Gonzaga. The overs hit 9 of the last 12. They are 10-0 straight up in the last 10 games, 5-2 against the spread in the last 7 games, 4-1 straight up in the last 5 games against UCLA, 13-0 straight up in the last 13 games against a Pac-12 conference opponent, 4-1 against the spread in the last 5 games played on a Thursday. Get to these actual factors for UCLA. 5-2 against the spread in the last 7 games. The overs hit 5 out of the last 7, 14-1 straight up in the last 15 games, 6-1 against the spread in the last 7 games against the West Coast component, 6-1 straight up in the last 7 games in the month of March, 14-0 straight up in the last 14 games when playing as a favorite. Right now for UCLA injuries, David Singleton, the guard, he is probable for this game, as well as Adam Bona. He suffered that injury in the last game, so he is questionable as well. David Singleton, he got hurt last game and was kind of a little scared. So we will see. Last time Gonzaga, they beat TCU 84-81, and that was a bad beat if everybody saw that. You know what I'm saying? TCU came down, rolled the ball with 0.7, hit that whole damn from the logo, man, and I was like, ooh. And last time we saw UCLA, they beat Northwestern 68-63. And you took TCU, huh?
Yeah, plus the 4.5. I needed that shit.
I got you. Yeah, that was crazy, man. Let me send my bread, man. Why this stuff playing games? Why this stuff is playing games, man? So I could try to make some money.
You trying to get on the second half?
So
what you doing?
Oh, you can hear me? Oh shit! I thought it blacked me out, dog. I'm like, damn, because the internet went crazy. All right, it went out, so I'm like, fuck. So I had to get on. I got on Twitter real quick to see if the thing was still rolling. All right, my fault, man. Gonzaga been playing well, man, but they've been shaky. They have been shaky for the most part in the first half. So UCLA, I don't know what those injuries. They've been shaky in the first half as well. But I just think there's way more talent right now in this UCLA team. They're more battle tested. And Gonzaga should have lost to TCU, but they got some calls that went their way. I like this veteran UCLA team, man. I think they take care of business. It's gonna be a struggle first half, but I like that. I like them to pull away in the second half. This is gonna be a close game, man. But we're gonna send Timmy off with an L for his eighth NCAA basketball season. We're gonna stick a fork in Timmy.
What'd you say,
Shout out to
8?
that boy though. You owe me a lot of money. 8 seasons, and you did. I did make a lot of money against you when Baylor met y'all boys. But Timmy, stick a fork in it. Your time is up. You're done. I like UCLA to advance to the Elite Eight. So that's my play. How you feel?
I'm right there with you, man. I know these both of your teams. That's kind of why I wanted you to go first. But I mean, you took one key word right out of my mouth with UCLA. This is a veteran group led by my roster guy, Tiger Campbell. You know what I'm saying? 13 points, 5 assists a game. And he's not necessarily the scorer on the team. That's Jaquez, obviously. But they've been here before, not quite got to the – they didn't win it, but, I think they got to the Final Four 2 years ago, right? That's the year they went on that run.
Who?
UCLA.
Yeah, they made it last year.
It wasn't last year, was it? Was it last year? I thought it was the year before last. Anyway.
I know.
But nonetheless, yeah, I'm right there. I'm right there with you, man. I like UCLA. I'm money lining that boy. I do think if you like Gonzaga, you take them early. Timmy could start out. Timmy's fucking shooting 62% from the field. You know what I'm saying? It's fucking amazing. With 21 points a game, he leads the team in everything: points, rebounds, assists. So he is all world to that team. But the thing about them, man, their conference, even though I think the conference got better, they just don't. When it's time to go up against dogs, they don't have enough. They ain't went up against enough of them during the middle of the season. And that's why they kind of falter down here. So I like UCLA. Good career, Timmy. Though, like you said, we made money off Timmy.
Good career, my boy.
I won't get to go too bad anymore.
It's time to stick a fork in it, man. You're done. And we're not looking too good on this Arkansas play, man. But Arkansas is definitely a second half team. And it's just a little surprising, right? This March Madness shit is crazy. I'm just a little surprised because I follow UConn tough, and UConn is not a very good first half team. So the fact that they on fire right now is just a little surprising. But I mean, it's time to turn it up, man. Arkansas, hey, we've seen them turn it up in the second half in the regular season, and we've seen them turn it up in the second half during during March Madness and the not during the SEC tournament, but in March Madness they turned it up. So hopefully we can have some good JoJo there, some good JoJo, and then we can get this done. But you say you like UCLA on the money line too?
Of course.
All right. So me and Marley are riding there too. Hey, we appreciate everybody tuning in. I am the coach. That is Marley. Rodney said Gonzaga hungry. Yes, we know they hungry. Everybody's hungry right now.
Right.
But we gonna see.
I mean, I'm not knocking Gonzaga, but I like UCLA better.
Arkansas is off right now. They gotta cut it down. It's getting ugly, man. It's getting ugly. They pushing.
Man, that's why I couldn't make a play on that.
Shout out to Grant Gambling G. He liked UConn a whole lot. So shout out to that boy, man. Hey man, let's keep this thing going, and we're gonna talk about the games that are kicking off tomorrow, and we're gonna start off with the one that we got a lot. Well, I got a lot of ties to, just because my family from Florida and I'm from Houston. We talking about the Cougars, the Third Ward Cougars taking on the Miami Hurricanes. This game is going down tomorrow at 7:15 Eastern Standard Time in T-Mobile Center in Kansas. Miami Hurricanes 27-7 on the year, while the Houston Cougars are 33-3 on the year. This line did open up in favor of the Cougars -7. Right now, that line is sitting at 7.5. Get to some of the. Yeah. Gambler G just said, "Man, I saw this UConn crystal fucking clear." Yeah, you did. Shout out to Gambler G. Actual factors for the Hurricanes. Hurricanes 2-4 against the spread in the last 6 games, 11-2 straight up in the last 13 games, 4-2 straight up in the last 6 games against an American Athletic Conference, 4-1 straight up in the last 5 games in the month of March, 7-1 against the spread in the last 8 games on a Friday. Actual facts: 2-6 against the spread in the last 8 games. The unders hit 4 out of the last 6. They are 15-1 straight up in the last 16 games, 5-0 against the spread in the last 5 games, 12-2 straight up in the last 14 games in the month of March, 10-0 straight up in the last 11 games on a Friday, but they're 3-8 against the spread in the last 11 games when playing as a favorite. Wuga Polar, he is questionable for tomorrow's game, undisclosed, and everybody's healthy. Sasser's good to go. U of H is rolling right now. Last time we see Miami, they took care of business, easy money, 85-69 against Indiana, and U of H woke up and showed everybody why everybody's been predicting them to win the championship here in the H. They beat Auburn 81-61, wasn't even really close. And there goes Grayley Gambling G. He said, UConn first half, baby, 5 units. Yes, sir.
What he said?
He put 500 on it. He said 5 units. He said he won 5 units. I don't know. I guess talking about, because he could be talking about 5 bands and just don't know that everybody go by it. But with that being said, Hurricanes, the Houston Cougars, Marley, what's your play?
Man, for me, ever since Sasser down, it's all on Sasser. I see you, G. It's all on Sasser, man. Just we go as you need it. We go as Sasser goes. Even if he's nicked up, I think we win this game. 7.5 might be a little too much for me. I actually like Miami first half plus the 4 will be my official play. Houston tends to start slow sometimes. Like that Auburn game was actually close at halftime, if I remember correctly. I was at a bar drinking, watching. I can't really remember. But then they locked their ass down. Second half, Samson gonna make the adjustments, and then second half, they come shut that shit down. So I think first half, Miami plus 4 is the play. But I like Houston to win the game. My only question is just how healthy is Sasser at the end of the day. We know he's going to play, but how healthy is he? If he's fully healthy, they'll cover the 7. But if he's still a little nicked up with just like a quad or a ham, it might be. But officially, I like Miami first half plus the 4. But I think Houston wins this game, and it's possible they cover. I would lean toward Houston minus 7.5. Miami got the guard. Got Wong lights out. I just think Sasser and them go shut some of that shit down.
Yeah. I got you, my boy. I got you. All right, we'll try again later. We'll try again tomorrow. I don't know what's going on. All right. Man, we on the opposite ends on this one because I'm going Houston first half. I know they haven't been doing anything.
They be starting slow, man.
Lately, they've been starting slow, but it's on and off. I know, but shit, against Auburn, the score at halftime in Auburn, they took off in that game just right off the rip, if I'm not mistaken. Give me 1 second, pull up those
I thought it was tight up until halftime.
Well, we're going to find out. We're gonna see real quick. We're going to see real quick. Give me a second, man. Hey, we appreciate everybody tuning in on the coach. That's Marley Bets. We are Brothas N Bets. Oh, yeah, they was down 41-31. They was down by 10. That's right, they showed.
Yeah, okay, I know I wasn't tripping.
They were down by 10 in that game.
They've been doing that the last couple games. They've been doing that shit.
Right, yeah. And then against Northern Kentucky, they were only up by 3. So I don't know. Let's see if Kevin Sampson can turn it up a notch. But I don't like the full game. But I do. And what's crazy is Miami's a good first half team. They play better in the first half than they do in the second half. Besides the last game. Last game was just some other shit. They was just like, yo. And that was due because Wong had a bad first round game. Terrible. He almost cost him the game. But then he ended up turning up this last game. And shout out to Gambling G. He called that one too. You know what I'm saying? But we are back. The game is back on. Right now, it's 47-41. Kansas State is up. Kansas State. What's the buddy name? Noel.
No, that's his
Noel.
last name. The point guard.
Yeah, he's bringing it up, and now it is 49-41. I did jump on the second half. Money line for Kansas State, and we got a steal in Kansas State. Kansas State rolling, man.
Rolling, I called that one.
Let's keep this going big time, man. Hey, we appreciate everybody tuning in. I'm the coach. That's Marley Bets. We are Brothas N Bets, man, and you can catch us tomorrow. You catch us. We're gonna be at Public Palooza. We're gonna be making some appearances, man. So if y'all tuning in or if y'all gonna be out there with the people, holler at us. And Michigan State just hit a 3 in the corner, so now it is 49-44. Let's see, but let's get to we got 2 more games. We got 3 more games to cover. I'm sorry, 3 more games to cover, man. We're talking about Xavier in Texas. Xavier sitting at 29-7. Excuse me, 27-9 on the year, while the Longhorns are sitting at 28-8 on the year. This line did open up in favor of the UT -4. There hasn't been any movement so far, but best believe that movement gonna hit tomorrow. There has been a movement on the price. It started off at -110, and right now it's at -115. Get to some of these actual factions for Xavier. They're 2-4 against the spread in the last 6 games, 7-1 straight up in the last 8 games, 6-1 against the spread in the last 7 games against a Big 12 conference opponent. 11-1 straight up in the last 12 games in the month of March. 13-3 straight up in the last 16 games on a Friday. And the under has hit 4 of the last 5 games whenever Xavier's playing as an underdog. Actual factions for the Longhorns: 6-0-1 against the spread in the last 7 games. The under's hit 7 out of the last 7 games. They are 6-0 straight up in the last 6 games. 0-7 against the spread in the last 7 games against a Big East Conference opponent. 5-0 straight up in the last 5 games when playing on a Friday. And the unders hit 6 out of the last 6 games when they're playing as a favorite. Injury reports right now, big injury was how Xavier lost Fremantle, but the guys have been picking up the slack since he's been out. Got a couple of guys, Miles, Tandy, and Kraft. They are nicked up, so they're questionable. But most of them guys been playing, and some of them ain't really that much of a back there. While the Longhorns are healthy, good to go, ready to ball. Gambling G say he likes Texas money line. Last time we seen Xavier, they took care of business and handled a Pitt team that just ran out of juice. The legs were shot 84-73, while the Longhorns beat Penn State 71-66. A good offensive Penn State team. So with all that being said, Longhorns versus Xavier. Marley, what's the play?
I like Texas first half, probably 2.5. Hopefully gets at a 2. I agree with G if you want a money line that. That 4 might be. I can see them winning by like 4 or 5 points. I think it's gonna be probably around that number. But man, Texas got the potential to make it to the Final Four. Man, only team I think standing in their way is Houston. And that's gonna be a hell of a matchup, man. I think Texas is really fucking good. Marcus Carr, 15.5 points a game, 4 assists. Jabari Rice been averaging 16.8 over the last 10 games. But on the other side, Xavier, man, they got a player I like in Sully Boehm. I watched him play like 2-3 times. 16.5 points a game, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds. I just don't think they have right now. Texas is probably I think Texas has the potential to actually win it all. I don't know if they will. They very well could lose. I don't think they lose to Xavier, but they very well could lose to Houston, and I think Houston has the potential to win it all. So I'm kind of high on this Texas team. I like Texas first half. I'm kind of thinking that 4 might be risky, but I think they definitely win this game. I think they can cover the 4. I don't think Xavier wins this game at all. I'm really skeptical if they can keep it close before just something. Feel like they can get like a lucky 3 at the end of the game or some insignificant shit that doesn't matter and get that whole cut down. So I like the first half.
All right. Marley likes Texas first half money or with the points?
Yeah, minus the points.
Texas first half, so yeah, it should be
about 2.5 probably.
So he likes it even with the hook. Them boys have been playing good in the first half, but I'm like Texas to cover for the full game minus the 4. This team is locked in. I did have this team in my Final Four and in the championship game going up against Duke and losing to Duke, but shit, Duke gone now. So we might easily have Texas versus Alabama. But I like Texas -4. They need to go ahead and hire that man. Yeah. Especially if you get into the Final Four, go ahead, stop bullshitting, get that man that job because the players obviously like him. You know, you don't, and was able to
It's crazy they
overcome
ain't
all
gave
that
that man
BS.
that job yet, man.
We know what it is. You know what's funny?
I didn't want to bring that up.
If Red McCone was alive, he probably would have told them, "Y'all need to go ahead and hire this dude, man. Old school, big time, UT booster, alumni. You know, yeah. If he was alive, he probably would have made that phone call to the president, to the AD, and said, "Yo, y'all need to get this man that job." But
what more does he have to do? He just got Texas to the Sweet 16.
He got to win it, and if he win it, he ain't gonna get the job even when he win it.
So Elite 8 not good enough. You think they still not gonna offer that boy the job if he gets to the Elite 8?
Bro, when he won the Big 12 championship,
I agree.
That should have been enough.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Like that should have been enough to be like, man, get this man the job, bro. Feel me? But
the players love him and he's winning. What more do you want?
I don't know. But Marley likes UT first half. I like him on a full game, man. So hey, we appreciate everybody tuning in. Right now, we got 50-46. Kansas State is up, and in the other game, it is on commercial. But from what I saw, it was 40-25 UConn. So,
oh my God,
only way Arkansas could keep that thing close is if they got to get it. They got to go and have by at least 10.
They got to cut it to 9.
They got to cut it to 9 if they want to make it happen. But we've seen crazy things happen. We've seen teams go on these big ass runs and drop out. So we shall see. Hey, we got 2 games to cover, man. We appreciate everybody tuning in. I'm the coach. That's Marley Bets. Let's get on to our 6:30 Eastern time tomorrow. Probably the first game tomorrow. We're talking about San Diego State Aztecs sitting at 29-6, taking on the Alabama Crimson Tide 31-5. This line did open up in favor of Alabama -6.5. Right now, that line's at 7.5. Get to these actual factuals for San Diego State. 5-1 against spread in last 6 games. The unders hit 10 out of the last 10. They are 6-0 straight up in that 6 game. The unders also hit 5 out of the last 5 games. 6-1 straight up in the last 7 games when playing on a Friday. San Diego, actual factuals for Bama. 4-1 against spread last 5 games. The unders hit 5 out of the last 6. They are 5-0 straight up in the last 5 games. 6-1 straight up in the last 7 games in the month of March. 9-2 against spread in the last 11 games playing on Friday. There aren't any injury reports for San Diego State, and they got Brandon Miller listed down with a groin injury. But we know for sure Brandon Miller is not going to miss this game, man. Last time we see San Diego State, they took care of business, easy money, 75-52 against Furman, while Alabama took care of business against Maryland, 73-51. And right now we got a tie game between Michigan State and Kansas State. Get the hell out of here.
They wrapping his ankle. He twisted his ankle.
Wow. And now it's a tie game.
You don't know for it? No. Yeah, they wrapping his ankle. He twisted it.
All right, well, anywho, with that being said, San Diego State versus Bama. Marley, what's your play?
I'm on Bama, man. Too good, too long. Too good on defense, even if the offense isn't clicking. I know San Diego State can play some defense, so could be a little tougher than expected. But we talked about this earlier too, man. You know, Brandon Miller. Damn, my mic's not plugged in. Brandon Miller, man, best player on the court. 6'8" guard. And although, fucking shit, this is crazy. I just think at the end of the day, I just think, man, they're just a better team. This is definitely, I expect them to be in the championship. Like I said, probably against Texas or Houston. But we're probably looking at one of the, I don't know if it's the best team in college basketball, but it's definitely, in my opinion, top 2, maybe top 3. We'll say top 3. Yeah, most people predicting them to win the whole thing. So I like Bama. think they covered the 7.5.
I'm gonna say this.
I don't know if San Diego State can score enough. Is the thing.
Right, they got great defense.
Great defense.
This offense, bro, and when you got a star player, when you got a lottery pick, bro. And I was telling y'all the other day when they was playing playing the last round against Maryland, dog. This boy, Brandon Miller, looked like a baby Kevin Garnett. Not really so much of the height, but just his game. He played like he like 7 foot. You know, I know he up there, but he played like he looked like Kevin Garnett, boy, out there for real, with a little bit more three. You know, can hit outside that arc. I ain't seen nobody that's this smooth in a minute, bro. It's been a minute since I've seen somebody this smooth, man. And this cat smooth, man. Like it's like the game is slow for him. So I'm right there with you, man. I like Bama's official play plus the minus the 7.5. Yeah, man.
I hate college refs. They're so trash.
Wow, Noel. And that's so typical, man. Noel does get hurt, you know. He gets
twisted his
hurt.
ankle. It was like on some bullshit too. Like it wasn't nobody touched him. It wasn't no foul or nothing. He like tried to stop, and his nigga ankle just. It looked like he gonna come back in. He walking on the sideline doing a little, you know.
Oh yeah, he back in right now. 3-point game right now. Michigan State. Man, let's hurry up getting out of here, man. We got one more game for the peoples, man, and we can get ready and go. Gambling G says K-State is folded. We got a 9 o'clock game, 9 o'clock Eastern game tomorrow between the Princeton Tigers sitting at 23-8. Going up against Creighton Blue Jays sitting at 23-12. I guess this is the Cinderella team, the Princeton team, but can we call them rich boys Cinderella?
I still got FAU.
Creighton. Yeah, there you go. Creighton sitting at minus 9.5 as an opener. Right now, that line sitting at minus 10.
That Walker, this nigga Walker out here, bro.
Oh, he hit that.
Wow,
let's go. Nowhere. Wow, he limping. He done, bro.
He limping? You ahead of me. I hope you're not limping. He we need
crazy
this game.
You ain't lying.
What the fuck is Keon?
All right, Johnson? So extra facts right now for Princeton. Do you have an official play for this game?
I mean, I'm taking Princeton plus the 10, but I mean to be 100% honest with everybody in this chat. I don't fuck with the Big Ten like that, and I haven't watched Creighton play. But I know Princeton is playing fundamental basketball, a lot of backdoor screens, and making jump shots. And they got Ryan, I can't say his last name, but he's shooting 70% from the field with 15 points per game. Creighton obviously has the talent, but I don't know if they're going to win by 10. And it's like the Big Ten style of play don't do good in tournaments. I told you that. We talked about it. I can't remember the numbers.
Big East.
Yeah, Big East, excuse me. Big East when we were talking about it. Because they play like that, you know, inside, rough, physical. Like the tournament, when you get into it, it's about guard play at the end of the day.
Right.
So, yeah, I don't know if they're going to win by 10. So, you know, I'll take the 10.
Well, I know Princeton can shoot. Princeton do got some guards. They can shoot out the gym. I like Princeton with the points, but I don't have an official play for this one, man. I'm going to pass on this one. Right. So, but Marley likes official play. You like Princeton with the point?
Officially, yeah. I mean, you know, I'm taking it. I can tell you that. You can put it on the record. But like I'm telling you, I just want everybody to know, like, I don't watch these teams like that. So, but I am taking Princeton plus the 10 when that day comes.
All right. Well, hey, man, we appreciate everybody tuning in. I'm the coach. It's Marley Bets. Right now, it's 60-59 and a tight one, man. So we can kind of get this wrapped up so we can get out of here. Marley, official plays. He likes FAU plus 4.5. He likes UCLA money line. Miami first half plus 4.5. Texas first half minus 2.5. Bama minus 7.5. And Princeton plus the 10. As far as myself, I like Tennessee first half money line. UCLA money line. Houston first half minus 4.5. Texas minus 4. And Bama minus 7.5. Hey, we appreciate everybody tuning in on the coast. It's Marley Bets. Marley, you can send us with the prayer so we get out of here and continue to watch these games and gambling spirit.
That is a goddamn bad. I gotta go to this track practice. as always, man, y'all know what it is. That right there, fucked up for the first time since we've been back, though. That right there, that's the coach. I am Marley Bets. This right here, this is Brothas N Bets. And like yesterday, like today, and like tomorrow, y'all already know what it is, man. Let's beat Vegas. And we out this motherfucker.
Check it out. Look, we from the bottom, ain't no problems, we gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but we making plays.